All right guys, my name's Mike. I'm the podiatrist at Ace Health Center. Today I'm going to show you how to do my version of low dye taping. It's a little bit modified, a little bit simpler, a little bit more comfortable, and I like to use it for lots of different issues that kind of relate to that excess pronation or instability within the foot. Basically we're looking to kind of invert the calcaneus a little bit, strap up through that midfoot and provide that extra bit of support and stability. So the first thing that we're going to do is grab the foot and just make sure we got that mobility through there. Make sure that we can stick it into that ankle neutral position that we want in a second. I'm gonna grab the first piece of tape, and the first piece of tape I've circled off just at the ends, and that'll create a nice smooth surface just to stop any catching and just trying to help that tape stay on that little bit longer. So that first piece we're just gonna place over the top of the malleoli. Just smooth it all nice and down. Bit of heat never goes amiss with this tape and helping the glue stick. The second piece we haven't worried about squaring off the corners because these are going to go underneath the anchoring pieces anyway. So what we're going to do before we do this second piece is we're going to get the foot and we're going to stick it into a slightly ankle neutral position. All right, so that's kind of nicely locked in there for me. We're then going to kind of invert the foot a little bit. So that ankle neutral position can tend to invert that foot a touch anyway, especially with people that do have inverted calcaneuses in that neutral. We're just going to get the patient then to hold their foot in that position there as best as they possibly can. We're taking this piece of tape then, and we're going to start it from the inside of his navicular, just below it, where it would basically strap off halfway between the calcaneus and the arch area. And then going to start that piece with no stretch. We're then going to go around the top of his foot and we're going to place it halfway around the calcaneus, so straight across the center of it basically. We've gone from that half stretch region, and then from there we're going to go into full stretch. At the same time we're going to dorsiflex his foot a little bit and keep it slightly inverted. Full stretch up through the top, and then zero stretch just across the top there. And that zero stretch again will just allow it to stick that little bit better to stop it from coming off. We've then got our second piece of tape, and this second piece of tape is going to do exactly the same as that first piece, except we're going to overlap it by half. So we're going to start in that same position, overlapping that first piece of tape. Wrap around, half stretch through the outside. Again, that foot into that kind of ankle neutral position where it's slightly inverted almost and dorsiflexed. Pull up through the inside, full stretch, and then through the top. We're going to go zero stretch again so it lays down nicely. Last piece then, again with the corners just circled off, we're going to grab that and just anchor it off through the top. There we go. So that's really simple, really easy, a little bit more comfortable than your kind of average low dye taping, and a little bit easier and quicker to put on as well, but just as effective. So I use this for a lot of different pathologies, including forefoot pathologies. Obviously that excess pronation can kind of lead to increase in pressure through that forefoot. So this type of taping can help relieve Morton's neuromas, bursitis, sesamoiditis, synovitis, anything like that through the forefoot. We've also got our rear foot pathologies with plantar fasciitis, shin splints, hip bursitis, or anything else that's kind of lead into that excess instability of the foot, and anything that excess pronation can just kind of cause or irritate or aggravate. So give that a go next time you're with a patient. Thanks.